everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for... Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for baseball action here on a Saturday afternoon at Cougar Field, COC, and Santa Ana in Santa Clarita. I'm Matt Robinson, glad to have you along with us on a cloudy and a little chilly of a day. As COC in Santa Ana, excuse me, I think it's at Santa Monica. That was basketball last night. It's Santa Ana today. Going to get ready to hook it up as we're just about ready to go. Starting lineups for both sides as we get a second. For the Dons, who are 6-4 so far this year, they'll send Ryan Stock to lead things off, then Christian Thompson. Eddie Pleck in the 3 spot. Mario Tostado in the 4 spot as the DH. Austin Haler, the second baseman, batting 5th. And Mark Schiavone, the shortstop, batting 6th. Troy Kent in the 7th spot. Sebastian McSherry, the catcher, batting 8th. And Matthew Dobson batting 9th. Playing third base today, as they will face Malachi Carell getting the start for COC. For Carell, his second start of the regular season. 0-1 so far this year. He's had 3 appearances. He does have a save. He's thrown 4 innings, given up 5 hits. 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walked 4 and struck out 2 during his 3 appearances so far this year, an ERA of 4.5. As he'll face Ryan Stock to lead things off. Stock for Santa Ana, hitting .370 on the year as he swings at the first pitch, chops it on the ground. An easy play for Colin Yeaman. And 1 away here in the first inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Defensively for COC, Schwartz at first, Roca at second, Yeaman at short, Ambrose at third, Ryan Camacho, Jovan Camacho, and Alex Sepulveda from left to right in the outfield, with Dane Flashberg behind the dish working along with Malachi Carell as the battery in today's game. As the first pitch to Christian Thompson misses down in the zone. This one over for a strike, and it evens the count at 1-1. Thompson on the season, a .206 hitter. 7 hits and 34 at-bats. As he faces Carell, who's not going to overpower you out there on the hill. He's going to be crafty. He's going to be around the strike zone for most of the day. Try and keep guys off speed and off balance. This one down in the dirt. And so Carell way behind. 3 balls and 1 strike as he faces Christian Thompson. This one hit up the middle towards center field. That'll get through for a base hit for Thompson. So 1 out single. Thompson aboard on a sharp single to center field. Now bring us Eddie Pleck. Eddie this year, .423 hitter. As Carell going to check on Thompson over at first. Thompson, a pair of stolen bases. As the first pitch to Pelk misses. So keep an eye on Thompson over at first. That pitch misses away.
Yeah, they have. They've had to record it out.
A pitch over for a strike. Carell staying very aware of Christian Thompson over at first. That one over for a strike on the outside corner. Pelk not happy with the call, but as the dugout gets the sign, Thompson stays put. The 1-2 pitch fouled off to the left. You look at Pelk, he's way on top of the plate. Toes right along the inside line of the batter's box. Tries to take away the inner half, forcing Correll to pitch him away as he fouls this one off to the left again. Quick move to first for Thompson. He dives back. This ball lifted in the air towards left field. Camacho initially broke in on it. He's able to get back to the wall and make the catch. Pretty solid play for Ryan Camacho. Initially broke in as the ball seemed to kind of catch him off guard. Pelk had a lot of pop on it. Camacho able to get back to the wall and make the catch in front of the left field fence. So 2 away. Here's Mario Tostado. Batting .381 on the year with 2 home runs and 14 runs batted in as he'll step in to face Correll here in the first. First pitch misses on the inner half. Tostado off the right-hand side, doesn't wear any batting gloves, has the socks high. 16 hits on the season, second most on the team so far this year in 10 games played. At 42 at-bats, he scored 10 runs. He's got 9 extra base hits on the season. The 1 knock, 7 strikeouts so far this year. As he gets hit in the shoulder, and he'll head down to first base, so it'll put runners on first and second. So Correll got the first batter's stock on the first pitch of the ball game. Thompson then sharply singled to center. Got Pelk to make a loud fly ball out to left field, and now hits Tostado on the arm. And it'll bring Austin Haler, the second baseman, into the plate. Haller this year, .326 hitter. 14 for 43. Pitch misses up. Tom Niles, the head coach of Santa Ana, looking over at the dugout, or looking over the field, giving his signs, I should say, as he stands in the dugout on the first base side. It's Correll's 1-0 pitch on the outer half for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. As Haller waits, he hits this one over the head of the shortstop game and out into left field for a base hit. Scoring from second base is Christian Thompson as Ryan Camacho had some trouble picking up the ball. It's an RBI single for Austin Haler. And Santa Ana has a 1-0 lead. So Thompson comes around to score. Good move from Corral. Nearly had Haller over at first base, but he's back just in time. Shortstop Schiavone this year, 317, 13 hits and 41 at-bats. A double, a triple. Is this one off the glove of Corral, and it's going to go out into right field for a base hit. Another run is going to score. Santa Ana going to go first to third, and that's just an unfortunate play on the side of the Cougar defense as it goes off the glove of Corral and skips out into right field. A tough break. Now Troy Kent will come to the plate with 2 runs already pushed across here in the first. This game was kind of circled on the calendar for COC this year, at least on my end, as the game that you kind of find out who you are real fast. And even though Santa Ana 6-4, still looked at as a competitor in the state, as one of the top teams. This one lined to left field for a base hit, as Kent on the first pitch has an RBI single. Add another run for Santa Ana. It's a 3-0 lead. So without an extra base hit, 4 singles and a hit batter. As now Sebastian McSherry will come to the plate. Talking about the Santa Ana record this year, split with Mesa, San Diego Mesa. They've beat East Los Angeles twice. They lost to Sierra and Reedley. They beat Oxnard and Compton, and then split with Cerritos. So it's been kind of an up and down run for them this year. They're a very solid hitting team, though. 332 hitting team, 6th best in the state. They've already got 133 hits coming into today's game. Add 4 more to that. This one fouled away. Last year they finished as the 5th ranked team in the 3C2A's SIA rankings. And they were 5th in the South, according to the Coaches Association, coming into the season this year. This ball hit up the middle. That's going to get by Yeaman for a base hit. They're going to send Schiavone. He's going to score as the throw up the line. Flashberg just had to stop it. It's a 4-0 Santa Ana lead here in the first inning, as it's been all singles so far, minus the 1 hit by pitch. But nonetheless has gotten the job done. Matthew Dobson will come to the plate as Ryan Paramo going to come out and talk to Malachi Corral here. There's already action going on in the COC bullpen. So the conference over. Paramo just trying to settle his guy down. It's a tough start for COC. His first pitch over to Dobson for a strike. Just a pitch away from getting out of the inning. Already given up 4 here. Dobson hits this one in the air towards right field. Sepulveda drifting back will get underneath it, and that'll end the inning. So 9 up, 4 across. 1/2 innings in the books. 4-0 Santa Ana as the Cougars coming up. So we go to the home half of the first. Cougars trailing 4-0. COC will send Jovan Camacho, Alex Sepulveda, Andrew Allenson to the plate. The rest of the lineup stacks out like this. Amber is in the 4 spot. Then Jake Schwartz in the 5 spot. Colin Yeaman batting 6th. Charlie Roca batting 7th. Dane Flashberg getting the start behind the dish and batting 8th. And then Ryan Camacho batting 9th. They'll face Brady Ashworth getting the start for Santa Ana today. Ashworth this year, 2 starts, is 0-1. He's pitched in 16 innings, given up 11 hits, 8 runs, just 3 of those earned. Has walked 4, struck out 14 on the season, with an ERA of 1.69. The average is 7.88 strikeouts per 9. Santa Ana's been a very good strikeout team this year in terms of their staff. 101 strikeouts for the staff this season, which is 13th most in the state. As Jovan Camacho will start things off for COC. He takes the first pitch for a strike, and the home half of the first inning underway. Jovan this year, 289, 11 for 38 with 7 runs scored, just 2 extra base hits. Does most of his work out of the leadoff spot. He and his brother sit 1 and 9 in the lineup. They've pretty much been the mainstays this year. They kind of worked their way into the lineup last year into those spots. Haven't really left as Camacho swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count here to Jovan. One knock on Jovan might be his strikeout numbers are a little high out of the leadoff spot with 11. The count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jovan down on strikes. So first strike out of the ballgame for Ashworth. First out of the home half of the first inning. Here comes Alex Sepulveda. The good news with giving up a 4 spot in the first, if you're COC, there is a ton of time left in the ballgame. Just try and chip away as we go on. So here's Sepulveda, takes a strike as Ashworth working right around the zone the whole way. Sepulveda 171 on the year, 6 hits and 35 at bats. Does have a home run as he swings and misses and is well behind. Alex in there because he's shown that pop from the right-hand side. Plays a pretty solid right field as well. As Ashworth kind of overthrows that time, misses up and away. Ashworth, a sophomore out of Foothill High School. I want to say he pitched here last year against COC as he gets Sepulveda on a called strike on the outside corner. So 2 away, back-to-back strikeouts to open up. Here's Andrew Allenson, who is back in the lineup after missing a little bit of time. Kind of had a hamstring issue after one of the games here at Cougar Field. But back in there working as the DH as he gives this one a ride to right field and deep. That one going way back, and it's way out of here. Allenson on the first pitch takes it deep to right field. A solo shot, and the Cougars on the board here in the first inning. Didn't even get a chance to talk about Allenson. 429 hitter on the year, 3 for 7, as we said, missed some time, but his first home run of the year, and the Cougar bench fired up a little bit. That was a no-doubt shot, as here's Amber is stepping in to face Ashworth. First pitch misses down. Thompson drifted over that way like he thought he might have a play, but that ball left by a wide margin. Ambrose takes that pitch for a called strike. Andy, one of the sophomore leaders, 333 on the year, 9 for 27 with a couple of doubles and a couple of home runs. 9 runs batted in on the year. This one chopped up the middle. Schiavone coming across will fire on the run and retire Ambriz. But the Cougars do get one back on the solo home run from Allenson. We go through one full inning. It's 4-1 in favor of Santa Ana.
The College of the Canyons Athletics Department is proud to announce the Hall of Fame class for 2023. This year's inductees include longtime women's basketball assistant coach Harlan Perlman, the 1986 state championship baseball team, the 1996 state runner-up women's basketball team, the 2007 state finalist women's volleyball team, and two-time state champion track and field star Chris Lowe. Be there for all the excitement Wednesday, March 29th at 4:30 p.m. at Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center. For more information, visit cocathletics.com or call 661-362-3491. Go Cougs!
You know me better than that. No. I'm not going to talk about the game. Told you, man. My money's earmarked for lightsaber hills. That's all we're buying.
Top half of the second. Santa Ana a 4-1 lead as they go right back to the top of the lineup with Stock, Thompson, and Pelk to lead things off. Malachi Carell back out for the second inning. Stock grounded to short his first at bat. This one hit out in the air towards right field. Playable for Sepulveda. He'll make the catch. So one down here in the second inning. Here's Christian Thompson stepping in. Singled and scored back in the first. Thompson, no extra base hits on the year. All 8 of his hits have been singles. As he takes that pitch for a called strike. Count 1-1. The off-speed pitch from Carell that time over for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Thompson. This ball lifted in the air out towards right center field. Sepulveda on his horse will make the catch on the run. Good jump that time for Sepulveda. 2 retired here in the second. Both on fly balls to right field. There's Eddie Pelk, who gave one a ride to left in the first. Nearly made it a much bigger inning for Santa Ana in that first inning than just 4 runs. So he hit one in the air out to left field that Ryan Camacho caught just in front of the left field wall. He takes the first pitch down. Well ahead here. Corral came with a little extra that time, but missed it up. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away here in the second inning. Pitch misses just away. Pelk fouls this one off on a 3-1 pitch. So the count full. 2 away here in the second inning. Corral trying to get his team back into hit. Pelk fouls this one off to the left once again. He'll go off the clubhouse. Nearly hit a patron out there on his phone. So we'll do it again on a 3-2 pitch with 2 away here in the second inning. This one popped up in foul ground. Might be playable for Ambriz, but he couldn't get over to it. It lands back in the COC bullpen. Pelk will work a walk. So a 2-out walk issued. Here's Mario Tostado, who's hit by a pitch and scored a run last inning. Pelk this year does have a stolen base. Stays put. Tostado's pitch. Tostado able to take the pitch from Corral away. So it'll make it 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs with a runner on here in the second inning. This one lifted in the air down the line and left. Camacho giving chase, but it's going to get well out of play. There's a ton of foul ground down the left field line, but that ball actually left over the left field fence down the line, so just a loud strike. Makes it 1-2. This one fouled straight back. This time swung on and hit out into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Sepulveda able to cut it off. That might save the Cougars a run. And it does. Good play from Sepulveda that time to cut that off and hold Tostado to just a single. It'll put runners on the corners. That could be a big play here in this inning. Doesn't result in an out, but brings Austin Haller to the plate, who singled and drove in a run in the first with runners on the corners and 2 away. Fastball over for a strike from Corral. Cougars with more action going on in the bullpen right now. Looks like Matthew Chavez out there getting loose. It's Corral way behind now. 3 balls and 1 strike. Tostada, a sting put on the 3-1 pitch as that's over for a strike. So now Tostada will get a head start. Haller stands in. Tostado in motion, 3-2 pitch, grounded towards short. Gets a nice big hop for Colin Yeaman, who will fire across the diamond. And Corral gets out of the trouble without giving up a run. Hit, a walk, 2 left on. Inning and a half in the books. 4-1 in favor of Santa Ana.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
So the Cougars will send Jake Schwartz, Colin Yeaman, and Charlie Roca to the plate here in the second inning. So they will face Brady Ashworth. Ashworth did pitch last time Santa Ana was here. Went 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, 3 of them earned, but picked up the win. So that was last year, right about this time, February 22nd of last year. It was a 19-8 Santa Ana victory. They had 2 7-run innings in the ball game. That was the big difference. So here's Schwartz. Jake this year, 333, 12 hits and 36 at bats, 4 doubles, 6 runs batted in. So that pitch misses away. Schwartz way ahead here. Jake's been solid at the plate, has played a solid first base so far this season. And he's been rather reliable out of the bullpen as well. Pitched in 5 innings, has given up just 1 hit, struck out 4. As he hits this one in the air towards center field. Pelk drifting back towards the wall, and he'll leap up and make a catch just in front of the center field wall to take away extra bases from Schwartz. So allowed out nothing more. 1 away here in the second inning. One down for Colin Yeaman. 333 hitter, 10 for 30, 4 doubles, a home run, and 5 RBIs this year. As he takes a pitch down and away from Ashworth on a breaking ball. Head coach for COC, Chris Cota, standing with his hands in the pockets down the third base line. As he watches Yeaman, who hits this one in the air towards right field on a line. Thompson able to make the catch. So a hard hit ball, but right at the right fielder, Thompson, 2 down. Charlie Roca now. 13 for 38, hitting .419. With a couple of extra base hits, including a home run. Trying to get something going with 2 outs for COC here in the second. That over for a strike, makes it 2-1. Good fastball that time from Ashworth on the outer half. So a 2 balls and 2 strike count. As that one misses away. So full count here to Roca. And Roca able to work a walk on a pitch that was very close. So 2 down, it'll bring Dane Flashberg to the plate. Flashberg hitting .300 even, 6 for 20. Getting the start behind the plate again today. Takes a called strike. It's Ashworth working with traffic on for the first time today. Cougars don't run much, not really in the game plan for COC. As a unit this year, just 6 total stolen bases. Flashberg way ahead. Ashworth misses down that time. Roca stays put. Flashberg hits this one in the air to right field, but going back is Thompson on a good break, makes the catch. So Flashberg hits it hard. Cougars come up empty. 3 hard hit balls, but no runs across. We head to the 3rd inning. Still 4-1 Santa Ana.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
You have children at home. You know there's no chance, huh? Do you want to tag along? Well, I need something. I'm dying over here. So Corral back out there for the third for COC, facing Shavoni Kent and McSherry. This ball hit in the air at field. Playable for Camacho, he'll make the catch. So one down. There's Troy Kent. Singled home run in the first. That pitch at the letters for a strike. Another good pitch that time from Corral, this time on the inner half. So ahead to 0-2 here to Troy Kent. Kent fouls it off, so we'll do it again at 0-2. This time, this ball hit down to right field and deep, and that one's gonna leave by a mile for Kent. A solo job out to right field. And Santa Ana has stretched the lead back to 4 runs at 5-1. Ball nearly hit Hasley Hall on the fly. Certainly one-hopped it into the balcony there on the first level. A solo shot, and it'll bring us Sebastian McSherry with 1 away. One hopper from McSherry that bounces past Ambrose for a base hit. So Santa Ana, bottom of the lineup, rolling here, back-to-back hits. And a runner aboard for the 9-hitter Dobson, who flew out to end the first. And again, for the 3rd time today, Matthew Chavez up in the bullpen trying to get warmed up. As Corral finds himself in a bit of trouble. Dobson swings and a big cut misses. This ball hit in the air towards right field and deep. Sepulveda going back will make the catch just in front of the wall. So Sepulveda takes away what might have been extra bases for Dobson. Second time today he's flown out to right. It'll bring Ryan Stock to the plate. Stock 0 for 2, grounded to short, flew out to right. Faces Corral with 2 away and a runner on. Shows bunt, drags back. Takes a ball up over the letters. So for the Dons, 4 in the first, 1 here so far in the 3rd. This ball hit on the ground. That's going to get through the 5-6 hole out into left field for a base hit. So Stock has his first single. Corral finds himself in trouble with 2 aboard and 2 outs here in the 3rd. facing Christian Thompson, singled, scored. I think that's going to be the end of the day for Malachi Corral as Chris Cota pops his head out of the dugout. That is indeed going to be the end of the night for Malachi Corral. So he'll leave with 2 runners on. He's given up 5 runs. The Cougars will go to Matthew Chavez out of the bullpen. It's a big spot for Chavez, getting his first appearance of the season. The sophomore out of Palmdale went to Highland High School. So he'll pitch to Christian Thompson with 2 away and 2 on when we come back.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Well, that would make sense.
So we'll go back to work here in the 3rd inning. 2 on, already 1 run across for Santa Ana. A solo home run from Troy Kent. As Malachi Corral lifted after 2 2/3. Chavez going to try and get out of the trouble here. Thompson takes a strike on the inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. As Thompson hits this one in the air to right field. Charging in is Sepulveda. He'll make the catch. So Chavez does the job, gets out of the trouble. Cougars don't give up 1 run in the 3rd. We'll head to the home half in a 5-1 ball game. Canyons will send Ryan Camacho, Jovan Camacho, and Alex Sepulveda to the plate here in the 3rd inning, chasing 4. Ryan this year, 323, 10 for 31 with a double, a home run, and 13 runs batted in. out of the 9 spot this year. So he just finds a way. He's way ahead here. It's Ashworth back out there for the 3rd. This one hit back up the middle for a base hit. So the leadoff runner aboard for the first time today for COC is Ryan Camacho, a sharp single that nearly took out the kneecaps of Ashworth. One aboard and back to the top of the order we go as Jovan Camacho will come to the plate. Jovan, one of 2 strikeouts for Sepulveda in the 1st. Now hits with his brother aboard at 1st here in the 3rd. Ryan, one of the 6 stolen bases this year for COC. Stays put. Jovan shows bunt. Pulls it back to take a ball. Again, Jovan showing bunt. Cougars opting for small ball here, potentially. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Just trying to move some guys around. Chip away as you're in the 3rd, trailing by 4. Ashworth set at the belt, comes to the plate. Camacho swinging, fouls it off the first base side. Camacho stays put. Jovan fouls it away once again. So puts the count at 2-2. So we wait on 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first base after the leadoff single from Ryan Camacho. His brother Jovan trying to at least move him over. Quick move from Ashworth that time, and diving back safely head first is Ryan. It's the 2-2 delivery, and Camacho down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Ashworth keeping an eye on Camacho here as Sepulveda at the plate, struck out looking in the 1st. He shows bunt, pitch comes over his head. So they're going to try and throw behind Camacho here, and he's safe. McSherry trying to get him from behind. Camacho has drawn a lot of the attention of both Ashworth and McSherry here in the 3rd. There's one away. It's a 2 balls and no strikes count to Alex Sepulveda. Camacho just inching out there at first, stays put. Sepulveda takes a strike on the outer half. This ball hit on the ground towards short, right at Schiavone, but he dropped the ball, throws to first, not in time. So the Cougars with 2 aboard now off the error. The Sepulveda moving down the line. So tailor-made double play ball, maybe just 2 tailor-made. It was right at the shortstop, Schiavone, and he just couldn't come up with it. Here's Andrew Allenson, had the solo home run back in the first inning. The only run so far for COC. Did it on the first pitch he saw from Ashworth as he stands in now with 2 aboard. A chance to try and get the Cougars right back into this one. Allenson way ahead here. 2 balls and no strikes. Allenson swings and misses, took a big hack. Allenson way ahead here, so Ashworth finds himself in some trouble. Thought he got out of the inning with a ground ball, but instead it's 2 aboard with just 1 away. It's a 3-1 count here to Allenson. As he stands and waits, takes a called strike and will be called back to the plate. So Ashworth gets his strike. It'll make it 3-2. 1 away, so the runners will stay put most likely. Unless Chris Cota decides to try and get some guys moving and create some havoc on the bases. Wouldn't do so with Allenson at the plate necessarily. As the DH stands and waits on the 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on a late strike 3 call in the inside corner and 2 away. Big strikeout for Ashworth. Allenson not happy with it. Thought he got ball 4 on the pitch before. Thought it was ball 4 right there. But 2 down, 4th strikeout for Allenson. Here's Andy Ambrose. Ambrose grounded to short. His first at bat. Cougars trying not to let this go to waste. Had a leadoff single. Ambrose chops this one towards third. It takes a big hop up off the shoulder of Dobson. Camacho will score. Up to third is Sepulveda. So it's an RBI hit for Ambrose on a ball that took a funky hop up off the dirt. So here's here's Schwartz to the plate. Now the Cougars get 1 across. I'm not sure that Dobson would have had a play on it anyway on that ball, as it took a funky hop. Shorts with 2 away, chop that one towards second. That'll end the inning, but the Cougars do get one on a hit from Ambriz. And we go to the 4th inning, a 5-2 ball game. We start the 4th. It's Pelk, Tostado, and Haller. As the Cougars bring Chavez back out. Is this one lifted in the air down the left field line? Camacho, a long run, and he'll make the catch in foul ground. It's a big out as Ryan Camacho, chasing that one down, was shielded well out towards left center field, but able to come up with the catch in foul territory. You can see the speed of the Camachos on display that time. As Ryan makes the catch, and here's Mario Tostado, who's singled, hit by a pitch, and scored a run today. Tostado now 17 hits on the year. Swings and misses, and the count even at 1-1. Cougars got one back in the third. Tostado misses on a breaking ball. A little late movement to that one from Chavez. Chavez will go into his motion. Comes with some extra pop on that one, but misses away. Two balls, two strikes, one away here in the fourth. Chavez threw that one over the top of the head of Tostado. Just lost it, maybe trying to overthrow just a touch. This one lifted in the air. Shallow center field, playable for Jovan out center, who will make the catch. 2 down. So two-way, Austin Haller coming to the plate. Single, grounded to short, 1 for 2. Haller swings at the first pitch, lines it sharply out into right field for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Santa Ana. Second hit of the ball game for Haller. Mark Schiavone is the shortstop coming to the plate. Singled and flew out to center. Made an error that eventually led to the run for COC on the Ambrose hit. Chavez throws this one into the Santa Ana bullpen. Haller going to be able to get all the way up to third base. So an error on Chavez on the pickoff move. And now with 2 away, needs to get the guy at the plate. This ball chopped towards first. Schwartz will pick it up, take it himself, and that'll end the inning. So Chavez works around a single and an error. 3.5 in the books. Still 5-2 in favor of Santa Ana.
The College of the Canyons Athletics Department is proud to announce the Hall of Fame class for 2023. This year's inductees include longtime women's basketball assistant coach Harlan Perlman, the 1986 state championship baseball team, the 1996 state runner-up women's basketball team, the 2007 state finalist women's volleyball team, and 2-time state champion track and field star Chris Lowe. Be there for all the excitement Wednesday, March 29th at 4:30 p.m. at Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center. For more information, visit cocathletics.com or call 661-362-3491. Go Cougs!
Yeaman, Roca, and Flashberg to face Ashworth here in the 4th inning for COC. Yeaman flew out to right field. Yeaman hits this one in the air towards right field and deep, going back. Thompson to the wall. It's going to hit off the top of the wall. Yeaman heading to second base, and the Cougars have the leadoff runner aboard here in the 4th inning. It's Colin Yeaman with a leadoff stand-up double on a ball that was maybe 6 inches from leaving out to right center field. Now Charlie Roca, who walked back in the 2nd inning, coming up. So Canyons with something cooking here in the 4th. Leadoff double from Yeaman. Thompson gave it a good look, but just couldn't catch up to it as it was deep out there to right center field. No chance for him or Pelt to really get there. And I think Ashworth fortunate that ball didn't leave. On a day where the ball seems to be traveling pretty well here at Cougar Field. Roca ahead, 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses away. Two balls, no strikes here to Roca. Is this one going to get back to the screen? Past McSherry. It's going to be a wild pitch. Credited to Ashworth that time. And now with a runner moving ahead to 3rd. Like to tell you how many wild pitches Ashworth has, but of course the 3C2A website doesn't have that stat up available for us. .30 pitch called for a strike. Roca hits this one on the ground towards short. That's going to bring a run home as the throw to first. In time to get Roca, but the Cougars push one across. The double from Yeaman pays off after the wild pitch. It's an RBI ground out for Charlie Roca. One down, and Dame Flashberg will try and start the inning again for COC. So a double, a wild pitch, a ground ball to short, and Flashberg fouls this one away on the first pitch. So for Ashworth, now that we look through the coach's view, that was his 4th wild pitch of their 5th wild pitch of the season. Flashberg hits this one on the ground towards short. It gets off the chest of Schiavone, but he's able to pick it up and fire it to first for the 2nd out. Here's Ryan Camacho, singled in his only at-bat scored back in the 3rd inning as the Cougars trying to go back to work with 2 away as Camacho hits this one foul down the left field line. So 3-2 count here to Camacho. Cougars back within 2 after the run here in this 4th inning as this one hit on the ground towards short. Shivani able to pick that one up cleanly this time and fire over to first base. Not in the inning. The Cougars, though, do get one off the leadoff double from Yeaman. And we head to the 5th inning in a 5-2 game. Top of the 5th, Troy Kent, Sebastian McSherry, Matthew Dobson here to face Chavez. Kent had the solo home run in the 3rd. Kent 2 for 2 today. Went over for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count. This one smoked foul up the first base line. This ball lifted in the air towards deep center field. Camacho drifting back. Gonna try and give chase, and it's gonna leave. Kent with another solo home run. His 2nd home run of the ball game. And Santa Ana stretches the lead back to 3. So Kent now has 3 home runs on the year, 2 of them here today. Both of them of the solo variety today. He is 3 for 3. The Cougars have not had an answer for him. Now here's McSherry, who singled back in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, is 2 for 2. So the 7 and 8 hitters doing damage here against Canyons. This McSherry and Kent have driven in 4 of the 6 runs so far in the ball game for Santa Ana. Pitch that time from Chavez on the outer half for a strike. Cougars with a couple of bodies up in the bullpen getting work. Santa Ana the same. Fortunately, the dugout's kind of getting in the way, so we can't tell who's out there. Very cleanly most of the time, as that one swung on and missed. Two balls, 2 strikes here to McSherry. As he fouls this one off his foot. Chavez spikes the 2-2 pitch. McSherry able to stay off it. This one popped up straight back out of play. That pitch misses inside, so a leadoff home run and a walk. Chavez finds himself into trouble here with Dobson, who's flown out to right field twice, coming to the plate. Two balls and no strikes here to Dobson. Fouls this one off to the right. McSherry a very short lead over at first. Chavez's breaking ball misses down. So 3 balls and no strikes here to Dobson. Looks like Brooks Schneider up in the bullpen getting loose for COC. As this ball lifted in the air towards right field, that's going to get down for a base hit in front of Sepulveda. McSherry just going to go station to station. So 2 runners on now, still nobody out. First hit of the ball game for Dobson. And that's going to end the day for Matthew Chavez. So he goes an inning and a third. He's responsible for 2 runners out there, and it's going to be Brooks Schneider coming in. As he will take the ball when we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. So Brooks Schneider getting called on in relief here in the 5th inning. Brooks 3 appearances, 0-1 on the year, 8 and 2/3 innings pitched, has given up 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, walked 7, struck out 9. An ERA of 5.19 as he will face the top of the Santa Ana Dons order in Stock, Thompson, and Pelk. With nobody out and 2 runners aboard and already a run across. So here's Stock. Shows bunt, fouls it straight back. Stock 1 for 3. It's a big spot here for Schneider. Has Stock down on the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, 2 on. It's McSherry at second, Dobson at first. Stock fouls it away, and we'll stay at 0-2. Good pitch from Schneider that time, sets down Stock. Schneider, the sophomore out of Valencia High School. His first strikeout of the ball game as he came in to take over. One down and out, ground ball can get you out of the inning as you face Thompson here. First pitch to Thompson, in for a strike. Schneider trying to hold things right where it's at. Flashberg gonna throw behind McSherry at second base, and he has him at second. McSherry picked off on a great throw from Flashberg. 2 down. And so McSherry cut down 2-6 for the second out of the inning. And now Christian Thompson waits at the plate with now just a runner on first and Dobson. That's a heck of a throw from Flashberg, a strike right to the second base bag. Colin Yeaman over to cover the bag and get McSherry by a step and a half. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count here to Thompson. Singled back in the first, flew out to right a couple of times as he lines this one to right field for a base hit. Sepulveda will pick it up. Dobson gonna stay put. So we're kind of right back where we were with an extra out added, as a single from Thompson and Eddie Pelk will come to the plate. So 2 on, 2 outs. It's a 3-run ball game here in the 5th. Blocked behind the dish by Flashberg that time. Pelk flew out to left field twice and walked 0 for 2. Snyder comes. Pelk hits this one in the air to right field and deep. Sepulveda going back, but all he can do is watch it leave. A 3-run home run for Eddie Pelk. And all of a sudden, Santa Ana has busted it open. Cougars look like they might be able to get out of the trouble, but Pelk makes them pay as Schneider leaves one up in the zone just a little bit too much. For Pelk, his 2nd home run of the year. A 3 RBI job. It brings Mario Tostado, who's 1 for 2. One of those runs charged to Chavez. So he gives up 2 runs, both of them earned, as the book officially closed on him in 1 1/3 inning. This ball hit in the air, back of short. Yeaman has a beat on it as it hangs up for an extra second. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the damage done. 3-run home run from Eddie Pelk. A 4-run Santa Ana 5th inning. It's 9-3 as we go to the home half of the 5th. Top of the order for COC to face Ashworth here in the 5th. And now you're running out of time, trailing by 6 after the 4-run 5th inning for Santa Ana. A couple of crooked numbers on the wall for the Dons today. This one chopped foul off the foot of Camacho, so he'll come back and do it again. Look, Santa Ana 4 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 4 in the 5th. The Cougars 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. They just have not been able to put up a big inning, and that's kind of been something that has not eluded COC much this year. The Cougars have really been able to put up big innings when you look at the numbers. They had 10 in the 2nd inning against Allen Hancock the other day here at Cougar Field, en route to an 11-5 win. During this little 5-game winning streak that they're on, you look, they've scored 8 or more runs in all 5 games, and in all 6 of their wins this year, 4 of those they've had 10 or more runs in. So kind of just struggling with Ashworth here today as this one lifted in the air down the left field line. Kent drifting over will get under it and make the catch, 1 away. So 1 down for Alex Sepulveda. Struck out, reached on an error. Sepulveda first pitch swinging, hits it on the ground to 3rd. 2 quick outs here for COC. Two down, and here's Allenson. Solo home run in the 1st. Their last game out for COC, they had all 14 or 13 of their 14 runs against Moorpark in the first 2 innings. 8 in the 2nd, 5 in the 1st. As Allenson hits this one in the air towards deep left center field, and that ball is well out of here. The ball really moving today. Allenson with his 2nd home run of the ball game. Another solo home run, and the Cougars chip away and get 1 back here in the 5th. Already the 5th home run in the ball game. Now the home plate umpire hot about something. Went over to the Santa Ana dugout. Guess there's conversations between both dugouts going on. Sun's starting to poke out here in the 5th inning. So all of a sudden the field splashed in the sunshine. It's been a cloudy day all day today as this one chopped up the middle, and it's going to take a weird hop on Schiavone. And Amber is going to be on first as the ball nearly comes all the way back to the plate. So it's another base hit for Ambrose. He's had 2 funky hop base hits today.
They can take an error all they want. That ball takes a weird hop. It's like the one at third, too.
Here's Schwartz now. Cougars trying to get something going with 2 outs. Amber has a pair of hits today. Both of them have taken weird hops on the infield and just been plays that you can't quite score an error on the defense on. So here's Schwartz, 0 for 2 today as he hits this one towards the second baseman. Haller will pick it up and fire across to first, and that'll end the inning. But the Cougars do get 1 back on the solo home run from Andrew Allenson, his 2nd of the ball game. It's 9-4 as we head to the 6th inning here from Cougar Field.
They can hang an error on the wall they want on that one. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why they're not so slow. Because like I said, it was the same thing on the other one. The one at 30 took a weird bounce. He hit on the hit the shoulder. That's a hit. You can't do anything about that as a defense. You played the position correctly.
I remember one time he said
The field decided to screw me.
but like he didn't go over or something, and like his coach got mad. Did he say or else he's gonna cut off his ball?
I mean, I can see that if he's in front of it. But like the one that goes on that one that takes just this weird, he's got to like reach back for it. Because he didn't look like he took a bad break on it. He just chopped. That hit a rock and took a skip to the left. That's the beauty of baseball, though. It's subjective.
It'll be Austin Haller, Mark Schiavone, and Troy Kent here to face Snyder in the 6th. Haller takes a strike. Cougars trailing 9-4. Snyder's pitch bounces away. Two balls and 1 strike. That pitch over for a strike on the inner half. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one nearly hits Haller, but he's able to get out of the way. So chopped up the first baseline foul. We'll do it again at 3-2. So Haller going to work a leadoff walk. Mark Schiavone, who's singled, flown out, and grounded to first. This ball lifted in the air towards center field. Camacho has a play on this one as it stays in the air long enough. Schiavone retired on a fly ball. One down here in the 6th. So one away, runner on first for Troy Kent, who's 3 for 3 today. Him and Sebastian McSherry have really caused a ton of problems for COC. Kent 3 for 3, 3 runs batted in, a pair of solo home runs as he swings and fouls this one up the first base line on the first pitch from Schneider. Now Chris Cota out to talk to the home plate umpire. And I guess it was because the third base coach was outside the coach's box. So he's been asked to move in. So Snyder back to work. Haller leads away from first. Snyder's pitch over for a strike. Trying to be very careful with Kent here, who's already got a couple of home runs today. One-two pitch delivered up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes, one away here in the 6th inning. Santa Ana up by 5, leading 9-4. 2 home runs in the 5th. One of those from Kent, the other from Eddie Pleck. Eddie Pelk, excuse me. Mispronounced Eddie's name. Apologize for that. This one fouled away. We'll stay at 2-2. Haller stays put. That one tipped into the glove of Flashberg, who's able to hold on. And Kent down for the first time today on strikes. First strikeout of the day for Schneider. Here's Sebastian McSherry. He's reached all 3 times he's come up today. 2 singles, an RBI, a walk was picked off. And a great throw from Flashberg just last inning as he takes a called strike. So we had a moment of sunshine, but now the clouds have rolled back in. Haller in motion on the pitch, and it hits McSherry in the hip. A breaking ball. So McSherry has reached all 3 times today. Second hit batter of the day for COC, and here's Matthew Dobson. 1 for 3, a pair of flyouts, a single, and scored back in the 5th. Snyder trying to put up an empty on the 6th inning and keep the Cougars kind of within reach, trailing by 5. Swung on and missed. Good fastball that time from Snyder. This one going to get away from Flashberg. He doesn't know where it is. Timeout is called. And the batter is now out. Matthew Dobson called out on backswing interference. Since the runners move up, well, that looks like it ends the 6th inning, so the Cougars get a break. Santa Ana going to have to go back out to the field. Dobson is out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. 5.5 in the books. 9-4 in favor of Santa Ana.
Pitching change. 33. You ever see that call, Jesse? I've never once seen that called on the second strike and at bat. When batter is called out. I've seen the runner be called out as a batter is on a stolen base. You're still arguing about it. This guy who's not pitched all this year in his first year.
So you can close the book on Brady Ashworth as we go here to the home half of the 6th inning. C.J. Brown getting his first appearance of the year. Freshman right-hander out of Garden Grove, California. Went to Pacifica High School as he'll face they're still arguing about the well, and actually that's actually just the pitching change being made. He'll face Yeaman, Roca, and Flashberg. There was a long discussion between Tom Niles and the home plate umpire about the batter's interference call. So Yeaman had a leadoff double in the 4th, came around to score. So he'll lead things off here in the 6th and takes the strike. This one fouled up the third base line. No balls, 2 strikes. Brown, the right-hander, getting a chance to work here today, facing Gaiman. Gaiman waits on the 0-2 pitch. Swings and hits this one on the ground towards third. Dobson picks it up after he went down to a knee, fires over to first. 1 away. First out here, the 6th. There's Charlie Roca. Walked, grounded to short. A breaking ball that just misses. Looked pretty good from up here. Brown back up on the rubber, back ready to work. One misses down. 2 balls and no strikes. We said first time CJ's pitched this year. Actually scratched that. Not the first time he's pitched this year. I think I was looking in the wrong spot on the rosters. This is actually his 6th appearance of the season. 13 1/3 innings pitched. 11 hits, 7 runs, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts so far this year. He's 2-0 on the season in just 1 start, so he's picked up a win out of the bullpen. Is that one over for a strike on a 3-0 pitch to Roca? This one hit on the ground towards short. Giovanni picks it up and fires to first. Clean 2 ground balls, 2 up, 2 down. Dane Flashberg, who's flown out to right and grounded to short, coming up. Sherry can't catch that ball as it's down. It's 2 balls and no strikes here to Flashberg. I think if McSherry catches that one, he might get the call. It looked like a pretty good pitch from up here. Brown's been around with the strike zone. This one grounded towards Schiavone on the backhand. He'll pick it up on a slide, throws 1 hop, 2 hops, and scooped out by Stock. And that'll end the inning. So Brown, a clean 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 7th, 9-4 in favor of Santa Ana. So pitching change, Chris Romero going to come in and take over. His second appearance of the year. Went 2 innings in his first appearance. Gave up 4 hits, 3 runs. Walked 1, struck out 2. Is the first pitch to Stock, grounded towards third. Ambrose will pick it up and fire to first. 1 away. So for Schneider, 2 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 1 and struck out 1. As Romero faces Thompson here. So one chopped towards second base. Roca fielding it deep out into right field. Will fire it over to first. 2 down here in the 7th inning. So a pair of ground balls so far for Romero, and now we'll face Pelk, who had the 3-run home run that busted the game open back in the 5th inning. Has us sitting right now to a 9-4 Santa Ana lead. Very important inning here in the 7th for COC to put up a 0. Romero misses inside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. This one lined right at Schwartz over at first. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the 7th inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Chris Romero. Stretch time here from Cougar Field, 9-4 in favor of Santa Ana.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
The Camachos and then Alex Sepulveda to face Brown here in the 7th inning for COC. Trailing 5, got to try and chip away at least a little bit here. And get at least 1 run. So Camacho to start things off here. Singled, grounded to short. Fouls the first pitch away. So chopped off his foot again. So no balls and 2 strikes here to Camacho. 0-2 pitch from Brown, hit on the ground towards second. Haller will pick it up. One away here in the 7th inning. Jovan Camacho over 3, struck out twice, flew out to left field. Brown solid so far, retired the first 4 he faced. This one lifted in the air towards left. Camped is Kent, he'll make the catch. 5 in a row retired for Brown, 2 down here in the 7th inning. And Alex Sepulveda, who's 0 for 3, reached on an error back in the 3rd, stepping in. Brown has locked the Cougars up so far. 3 ground ball outs in the 6th. The ground ball and a fly ball out here so far in the 7th. He starts Sepulveda off with a fastball for a strike on the outer half. This one misses down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away here in the 7th. 9-4 in favor of Santa Ana, trying to snap the Cougars' 5-game winning streak. And for the Dons, start a little winning streak of their own at 3. As this one chopped towards short. Picked up by Schiavone. He'll fire to first, but it's a wide throw, and Sepulveda will reach on an errant throw, charge to the shortstop. And Mark Schiavone. Second error on him today. Second time Sepulveda has reached on an error. Here's Allenson, who's had a pair of solo home runs and a strikeout. 2 for 3 in the ball game. Cougars would certainly like to see him put a charge into one here, with 2 away in the 7th inning. Swings through a fastball elevated in the zone. Allenson now 4 hits and 9 at-bats on the season. Sorry, 5 hits and 9 at-bats on the season. 10 at-bats on the season. So he's batting .500. Cannot do math. I'm terrible at it, apparently. 2 home runs now, and those are his RBIs as he hits one on the ground towards second. Haller moves to his left, smoothly picks it up, fires him out. And that'll end the inning. So the Cougars get a 1-out base or 2-out base runner on an error, but they can't do anything against Brown otherwise. Head to the 8th inning, still 9-4, Santa Ana.
Start working at 3 a.m. too, you really lose track. Man, we need a nice 1-game week. It's 2 weeks away, man. Got 3 next week, got 2 the weekend after. And then March 20th, the week of March 20th is definitely missing. Huh? That 2-week stretch because the Hall of Fame on Wednesday, that is the 21st, 23rd, 25th, 4th, and 25th is like death. I know. And we got to get all Hall of Fame crap.
Tostado, Haller, and Schiavone due up to face Romero here in the 8th inning. First pitch fouled straight back. Looking ahead for Canyons, they'll send Ambrose, Schwartz, and Yeaman to the plate in the 8th themselves. At the moment, trailing by 5. Good pitch from Romero, fastball in the outer half. No balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter in the 8th year is Tostado. This ball lifted in the air out towards right center field. Sepulveda camped under it will make the catch. One down here in the 8th. So here's Haller. Good pitch that time from Romero. A little breaking ball over for a strike. Now Romero ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haller today, 2 hits and 3 at-bats as this one chopped up the middle. Stabbed by Roca, but he's not going to be able to make a throw. Just tossed it back into the infield. Was trying to maybe see if he could make a highlight play to Gaiman, but not going to happen. So it's a 1-out single for Haller. It brings Mark Schiavone to the plate. 1 hit and 4 at-bats. A tough day out at shortstop. A couple errors on him, but it hasn't burned the Dons yet. Santa Ana has had plenty of traffic today as that one hits Schiavone on the knee as he tried to dive out of the way. So another hit batter on the Cougars today. Already their 3rd hit batsman. More traffic for Santa Ana. The Cougars have yet to put up a clean inning today. So the Dons have had, they put up 1 clean inning today back in the 7th. The Dons have had traffic on the rest of the game. $14 hits in the ball game for Santa Ana, 15 now. Actually, with the hit from Haller, as Romero's pitch just misses. This ball lifted in the air towards right field. Sepulveda initially broke back, but will come in and make the catch in shallow right field for the 2nd out here, the 8th inning. As Kent out for the 2nd time today. Was 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. Both those home runs, solo home runs. Flies out to right field this time. 2 down. Here's Sebastian McSherry. It's reached all 4 times today. A couple of singles, a walk, and was hit by a pitch. The sun has poked itself back out once again. That's forced home plate into some shadows here. It's Romero throwing behind Haller, who's back easily. Haller moving on the pitch. Flashberg, a strong throw, and he's got him at 3rd base. Cuts down Haller at 3rd on a really good throw from Flashberg. Haller had a great jump. And I thought he was going to be able to get there, and looks like he's hurt on the tag. So the 3rd out of the inning is caught stealing, and that'll be McSherry will come back up in the 9th as he's left at the plate. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. at the end of 7.5. It's still 9-4 Santa Ana. So the Cougars go to work in the 8th here. Ambrose, Schwartz, and Yeaman. This ball hit right back up the middle in the first hit of the ball game against C.J. Brown. Is a first pitch single to center field from Andy Ambrose. The Cougars with a runner on here in the 8th inning. It's Jake Schwartz, who doesn't have a hit today, comes up 0 for 3. Cougars trying to make it a late comeback here, a late rally. Schwartz takes a strike. It's been a tough game. Runs at a premium for COC today. They've not put up more than a run in the innings they've scored so far today. Is this one chopped on the ground towards second, backing up Haller to second for one, on to first. A 4-6-3 smooth double play. And so Brown gives up the leadoff single, but gets the ground ball. So the 11th double play of the year for Santa Ana, just the 4th double play the Cougars have grounded into. This ball hit in the air down the right field line. That's trouble. It's going to land fair for Yeaman. He's going to try to leg out a double to throw, not in time. Yeaman in at second base with a 2-out double. Now the Cougars going to try and put together a 2-out rally, or need to try and put together a 2-out rally, as here's Charlie Roca. 0 for 2, grounded out to short twice and walked. But now you've got a runner out there and you need the run. Trailing 5, got to try and get somewhere closer here. Just the 8th hit of the ball game for the Cougars as Roca takes a called strike and a breaking ball from Brown. This one fouled off to the right. That one misses away. So full count here to Roca. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, a runner at second base. Santa Ana up by a score of 9-4. Cougars could certainly use that run. And Yeaman Roca down on strikes. Was not sure. Looked confused as Brown gets out of the trouble. Gives up a single. Got a double play ball. Gave up a double. But strikes out Roca to end the 8th inning. And we'll go to the 9th. Still a 5-run Santa Ana lead.
The College of the Canyons Athletics Department is proud to announce the Hall of Fame class for 2023. This year's inductees include longtime women's basketball assistant coach Harlan Perlman, the 1986 state championship baseball team, the 1996 state runner-up women's basketball team, the 2007 state finalist women's volleyball team, and 2-time state champion track and field star Chris Lowe. Be there for all the excitement Wednesday, March 29th at 4:30 p.m. at Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center. For more information, visit cocathletics.com or call 661-362-3491. Go Cougs!
Dobson, Stock, and Thompson due up to face Romero here in the 9th. Looking ahead to the home half of the 9th, it would be Flashberg, Camacho, and Camacho, the scheduled hitters for Canyons. Should you be able to keep it right where it's at right now. Trailing 9-4. First pitch to McSherry, over for a strike. McSherry hits this one in the air towards left field and deep. Camacho drifting back. He's not going to catch up to it. And that's exactly what the Cougars did not need to happen here in the 9th inning. A solo leadoff home run for McSherry. It's a 6-run Santa Ana lead. 4th home run of the ball game for Santa Ana. 6th in total in the ball game as the Cougars have 2 from Allenson. Dobson fouls the actually a pinch hitter here for Dobson. Mikey Rocha hitting here. Rocha, .235 hitter this year, 4 hits and 17 at bats as he hits for Dobson. So 10-4. Don's out in front. This one lifted in the air down the right field line, twisting towards foul ground. Sepulveda giving chase will make the catch. One away here in the 9th. Go back to Ryan Stock. Stock a single and 5 at bats today. Grounded out last time up against Romero. Swings and lines this one foul up the first base line. See home plate. Some of the pitchers mound in shadows as the sun has poked its head out. Here in the 9th. Starting to fall behind the mountain behind us a little bit. Romero misses just away. Remember, this is Romero's longest outing of the season so far. He's only pitched in one other game, went 2 innings. So working into the third here today. Gave up the leadoff home run to McSherry. Now is behind in the count, 3-1 here to Stock. And that could indeed prompt a pitching change as the Cougars with some bodies up in the bullpen. This one lined towards third. It gets off the glove of Ambriz out into left field. Stock heading towards second. Keys in with a 1-out double. Now Christian Thompson comes to the plate with a chance to add to the Santa Ana lead. And here comes Chris Cota, and I think that's going to spell the end of the day for Chris Romero. As Harish Balachandran is out in the bullpen getting loose. That is indeed going to spell the end. So 2 1/3 for Romero. And a pitching change here in the 9th for COC.
My biggest fear with that house is that it's just so warm.
So Harish Balachandran will come in to pitch his 4th appearance of the year. He's only pitched in 2 innings. He's given up a couple of hits, a run. Walked 1, struck out 1. So face Thompson with 1 away and a runner at second base. Santa Ana with a 6-run lead. They broke the game open in the 5th on the 3-run home run from Eddie Pelk, who's waiting patiently, trying to get back up there again potentially. And have since added a home run from McSherry to make it 10-4. Cougars have not been able to put up a crooked number so far today in any inning. Look for Santa Ana, 4 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, or 1 in the 3rd, excuse me, 4 in the 5th, and a 1 here in the 9th for 10 runs. For Canyons, a run in the 1st, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th for 4 runs. This ball hit in the air towards center field. Camacho coming in will make a shoestring catch. And so Thompson down. Second out here, the ninth inning. Here's Eddie Pelk. 1 for 4 with a walk. 3 runs batted in, all in that 3-run home run in the 5th. This ball hit on the ground towards second, takes a weird hop and gets by Roca. That's going to get out into center field, and it's going to bring home a run. So Stock scores.
Wow, he tried to backhand it, but bounced by him.
This ball hit in the air towards left center field. First pitch swinging that time from Tostado. And Jovan will come over and make the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs across for Santa Ana on 2 hits and an error. And we'll go to the 9th. The Cougars trailing as they'll face C.J. Brown here in the 9th inning, trailing 11-4. So Brown to face Flashberg and the Camachos. Flashberg first pitch swinging, fouls it away. So right now, Ashworth in line for the win. It would be Malachi Carell getting the loss. Santa Ana has led the whole way as that pitch to Flashberg misses up. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It was a good breaking ball from Brown that time. As he faces Flashberg, who's without a hit today. This one lifted in the air. Playable out in center field for Pelk, who's camped under it and will make the catch. 1 away. Cougars are going to hit for Ryan Camacho here. It's Ryan Orsini, who's 0 for 1 this year, going to come in to hit. Try and get something going here against C.J. Brown. It's the first time we've seen Orsini here on at Cougar Field on the Cougar Sports Network. He takes the first pitch up with one down. Orsini, a sophomore out of Simi Valley, takes a strike. Orsini way ahead here, 3-1. Brown, since coming in the 6th, has not issued a walk. He's only given up 2 hits. He's retired 10 of 14. Ten of 13, actually. This will be his 14th batter. Make it 11 of 14 as Orsini down on strikes. And the Cougars down to their final out. The Cougars going to pinch hit now for Jovan Camacho with Dylan Dasek. Who has not had an at-bat yet this season. He gets his first here today. Takes a called strike. It's a breaking ball from Brown, misses in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dasek out of Golden Valley High School, the sophomore. Hitting from the right-hand side. Takes that pitch. Heading the count 2-1 here. Good fastball in the outer half. Brown trying to finish this one out. Ashworth got it started, went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. Brown, since coming in the 6th, has only yielded 3 base runners. This one chopped on the ground towards short. Schiavone gonna charge, fires on the run in time, and that'll end the ball game. Cougars go quietly in the 9th. For Santa Ana, they pick up their 7th win of the year. They get to 7-4. As Santa Ana puts up a couple of runs in the 9th to stretch it out to an 11-4 win. Ashworth will get the win. He goes 5 strong. He gets his first win of the year. To get himself to 1-1. Two out. Two-hour and 40-minute game. Correll gets the loss for Canyons. He's 0-2 now on the year. For Santa Ana, 11 runs on 17 hits. They committed 2 errors in the ball game. They left 11 on base. For Canyons, 4 runs on 8 hits in the ball game. Cougars with a pair of errors themselves. And left 6 on base in the ball game. So I said 2-hour and 40-minute game time. Santa Ana gets the win 11-4. That'll do it for us here today on the Cougar Sports Network. We thank you for joining us. We hope to see you on Tuesday for softball here from Santa Clarita. Have a good rest of your Saturday, everybody.